Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So I'm Cypher Sigma Screen Time and this is a payday pickup. Yes, so I have gone to... We shall get into the intro actually. Let's get into the intro first. And then after the intro has been done, as is now, we shall get into it. So yes, I went to Milton Keynes with my wife. We walked around the centre, as I've been with AJ and Matt a few times. And for this payday pickup, we decided to go into CEX while I was there. I'll put a little picture up. So I had these 5 games. So I've got a massive load of, or not a massive load, like 10, 15, 360 games. A lot of stuff isn't worth a lot. I had these 5 games. I had a look online and essentially they were the equivalent of £101 because it's quite an expensive month. We've got a lot of stuff going out and I'm trying to prep for Christmas. I thought it'd be a good way to trade these in and use some of that. So let's get into the footage now. So here we are in CEX. So starting at the steelbooks, they seem to have a very mixture of steelbooks here. Obviously there's the Meg. Some of them are out here, some of them are behind a counter, some of them are in the window. So it's a bit of a kind of, if you see one online, you're kind of searching for it. Sorry for the bad. I did take a warm into this, but I already have it and I'm trying to not spend too much money for Ferris Day off. Never been a real big fan of that. Mario. Sorry about the bad camera angles on here. So this is in the 4Ks. So Moonfall still must not have released many copies because that still seems to be quite an expensive movie. As we fly through Flatliners there, like June. I'm not sure if that's June Part 2. Yeah, it's June Part 2. I still don't have that in the collection. It's one I need to revisit because I had mixed feelings when I came out to cinema watching it early this year. Spider-Man, so quite a lot of superhero stuff still. As we go through Cutthroat Island, I think that is. And obviously Quiet Place, Invisible Man, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Madam Web. So here we are on just the standard Blu-rays. So just Adrift in Tokyo, just finding the odd, weird titles. Good old Jackie Chan. Obviously there's a few stuff I'm finding here that I have on Christmas and birthday lists, so it's a bit of a pain to kind of avoid them, even though I see how cheap they are. Here we have Arrow, which I have all. The Aliens set, this is on my list. £28 isn't too bad. Some anime, The Anthem of the Heart. Never heard of this one. Sorry about the glare, there's quite bright lights in this CEX. So Blue Lock, which I went to see at the cinema. So was all right, but it was just a combination of the first few episodes. So I'm curious to kind of maybe pick it up and go back into it, but it can get quite expensive as anime series are. Batman Hush, The Big Bang Theory. I still do miss a few series of that. Bullet Train, which Matt gifted me. The Burbs, never heard of that one, I don't think. It's super more Breaking Bad, Back to Front, don't know what that was, it was just quite intriguing. We've got Child's Play there, Chainsaw Man, Clash of the Titans, City Hunter, good old. I do like Jackie Chan movies. I watched a lot with my mate because he had most of them. I have the whole full box set of that. Cyborg. My friend Kelly, she's a massive action hero fan. She loves that movie. Creepshow. Derek there, season 1. Dead Space, is it? Or I've never seen it based off the game. Despicable Me 4. There's nothing special, I thought. So yeah, again, sorry, really bad on the video in for this one. So Death Note, the live actions are 1 and 2. They were alright. I think I asked a bit too much. Some Dragon Ball. There, again, trying to remember what I have and what I don't have is a bit of a pain. Daredevil Season 2, but it's a reprinted cover, so I'm not going to pick that up. The Executioner, never heard of that for one. So a lot of Father Browns, never watched that. And Future Diary, again, seeing more anime, so that's nice in CX's. The Fableman, really enjoyed that movie, but waiting for it to drop in price. Everest, Evil Dead. Finding a Dory. I know the steelbook for that is quite cheap in CX, so I have that. The 5, so that is a Harlan Coben series. It's really, really great. Me and my wife have watched it, but again, it's not one I'd go back to very quickly, so I'm not in a rush to pick it up. Yeah, Furiosa. I didn't see how much that is. Obviously, lots of Game of Thrones box sets. The Gale trilogy, I think I do all have them individual, so the box set doesn't make any more space decreased. It's just individual issues. This one does, but it's £2 more. Still more Game of Thrones. Guilty Crown, never even heard of that anime. Garfield, did like that movie, won't pay a £12 for it, I'll wait till it's a little bit cheaper. The Gunman, did quite enjoy that movie, I've got it on DVD. I don't think I've seen it since it was released, even though I have a copy of it. I think I picked it up really cheap. There's her. Ruka Hauer, Hobo with a Shotgun. Tempting on that one, I do like Ruka Hauer, recently just watched The Hitcher. Halo, looking for this series, TV series 1 and 2. That was the second volume of Hellsing. I think 6 to 8 episodes, 5 to 8 or something. But yeah, Harry Potter. Obviously, I upgraded to the Blu-ray box set probably about 4 or 5 months ago and watched all of that. So I've no need. House of Dragons there. Not a massive fan, but you can't seem to get Rings of Power. Hunger Games, Hulk. In the Fog, I know Matt was saying about The Fog, but they didn't have a copy of it there as far as I could see. Say some more anime, full series. The Iron Giant, love that movie. Joe, I did watch that recently, but I think I only got it on DVD. That's Jaws. I think that's, yeah, not the first one, it's one of the later ones. I don't own any of them outside of one. So maybe I'll pick a box set up of that. Even though I did find a steelbook, I think, for £1. That's worth about a tenner. Leon, I watched recently, The Last Exorcist. Last Action Hero. I think I watched that recently, but I've only got it on DVD. So again, quite a lot of anime, quite obscure stuff that I've not come across. Merlin, Midway, The Matrixes, Maleficent, Maxine there. So I own the other two, so I probably will pick that up, but I won't spend a lot of money because I wasn't too impressed on Maxine. It looked visually very nice, but the story I thought was a bit weak. I only really liked X, and liked X is probably of a bit of a push. Outlander, Jim Caviezel, basically Vikings versus aliens, great movie. One Piece, a very later one, that series I want to start watching next year. The Ultimate Avengers 2-pack, it's been a long time since I watched those from Marvel. Yeah, some more random anime stuff that you come across. Point Break there. Pirates of the Caribbean, I got that. Rick and Morty, I don't own any of that, even though I do love the Back to the Future that it's based on. So obviously Pickle Rick and stuff. So we've got any S's now. Steins Gate, I think that's a special spin-off from the main series. They had Star Trek up there. That is a box that I do need to invest in to downsize mine. Some more anime. And we have Sherlock, the tourist there, but not the one I was thinking of with Johnny Depp. Train to Busan. Some Terminators. Found one of these, Toy Story, and we're almost at the end. White House Down. Tremors. VHS box. And there we go, that is the footage. And what did I come away? So I didn't actually end up trading all 5 of these movies in, or these 5 of these games in. So 3 of them were brand new, they were sealed and been sitting there. Transformers, that was about 26 quid. Never Dead, that was about 26 quid as well. Naruto wasn't a lot, and LA Noire was not. The big one in there was Lollipop Chainsaw. Now Lollipop Chainsaw, it is a quite rare, hard to find game from CEX. There ain't that many copies. If you go on eBay, you find quite common copies. This is quite a rare copy. You don't come across it. From what I can see, it seems to be a rare edition. It's the UK, and I always seem to have problems with CEX, and this is where it came up with. The guy kept trying to scan it in and couldn't see it. Now CEX is, if you have a look, it's like 60, 70 pounds that quite a lot of these are at. It depends if there's a manual or not. The person tried scanning it, didn't have a problem, walked off, come back, and I said, like, how much is it, because this is worth quite a lot of game. He went, well, we will sell it for 80, but we will give you a voucher for 24. And he goes, what I had to choose, because it seems on a system, I had to choose it as the one that was no inserts and classed as this. So basically because it wasn't on his system, he chose the cheapest one they had there. And even though they sell it for 80, they wanted to give me £24. Now that may have changed since when I recorded this video to when it went out, as it would be the following week. I sat there and said, no way in hell, I'll take it back for that. I was like, there's no way you're going to try and sell a game for £80 and give me £24 and class it as no inserts when it's brand new seal. I had to break the seal in front of the person and him open it up, and it had all the manuals and stuff in there. So it's a special edition that you don't come across very often, which seems to be the case. I found one on eBay that someone's selling for £1,000 or 99999. And it's like, you're saying it's worth 80, but you want to give me a 24. I was like, no. And the fact that it's brand new and sealed, you made me open up the seal to show that it was there. For some reason, he was very weird. He, opened up the seal. So I opened up the seal in front of him. He wouldn't do it because it's against their policy. I don't know what the hell that's about. And basically, yeah. And then I'm like, now I can't sell it as brand new sealed because you've made me open it. And the fact you will give me next to nothing for it. Now, I say, like, the normal version, you can get, like, you'll see cheapest on eBay is like £20 or something. But this, as I say, I can only find one of it. So I'm going to list it on eBay, and there's no fees. I'm going to list it close to £100 and open the offers, and let's see what I get. If he's offering me 24, if I can come up with 4, the highest one they give in was like £33, I think. So I'm very much like, if I can get £40 for this off eBay, I'm quid. Yes, I'm rating it a lot higher, but I always rate stuff a lot higher and open up an option. Also, another one there, looking for it, I was like, on the back, I'd seen that they had the Matrix. So the first one, steelbook, £6. I was like, that's good. Can I have a look at it? The bloke pulled it out and put it into the pile, and I went, what are you doing? Can I have a look at it? He says, I'm not allowed to hand it over to you, but I can show it. First off, he'd already scanned my CEX card and confirmed I was the person on there. So I've already told him who I am. He can see on his system my name, my address. No, I won't let you have a steelbook. He then goes, there's a tiny little dent in the side, probably on the side, a tiny little dent in the side here, like dent, crease. No, there was a massive dent there. There was dents all along down here and scrape marks. And it's just like, it might be a little bit. I'm like, no, that's a really bad condition steelbook. What are you doing? As I say, that staff's mentality in this CX surprised me. There's no drive. So anyway, I said, no, shove it. So I got, I think it's £68 in trade. I spent just under £28. And what did I buy with that? So first off, we bought The Kingsman. So this is the third one of the trilogy. I really like 1 and 2 and thoroughly actually enjoyed this one. I thought it was a very clever addition. Next one, the John Wick I was missing, so Pantebellum. So I quite enjoyed this one. I quite like Mark Dacascos, who played the bad guy in this. So glad to have that. I've got John Wick 1, 2 and 3 now. 4 I'm in no rush to watch because it's 3 hours. Next, a favourite of mine I only had on DVD, so I've upgraded this. So this is Outlander. So glad to have this in the collection. Then they had this one. So this is the Ultimate Avengers 1 and 2. It says £3 there, but it comes on the system as £2, so I got £1 knocked off. Take it as a win for the day. Obviously, anime set. One of the anime sets to get is One Piece. So I have 1 and 2. This is 4. I don't have 3, but I do have it down as a treat, and I still have birthday presents to get. So £10. So I thought, why not pick it up? And then also on my list of anime stuff to get is this TV series Yu-Gi-Oh! I bought a while back for £10 season 1. They had season 3 for a £5, so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna pay that. So that is everything that I've got. Obviously CX, such a pain in the backside. I say the mindset and some of their staff of how slow they are. I mean, I say I bought the LA Noire was a free open up section, and the guy just couldn't put it back inside the box and took ages. And it is a bit like, maybe it is just, and I don't want to class this, but it just seems to be there is no emphasis on trying to get this person and trying to facilitate. It was very much like, I am gonna very slow and take out what you unseal it, takes it back off me, slowly does the discs, doing this even when they're looking, and I'm just like, you could have served 2 to 3 people there. The fact that you have taken new items off me and asked me to unseal them, devaluing them anyway, and the fact I've been a long time member of it, and then going, well, yeah, you have this one and we can't find it on the system, but I will give you the lowest price, even though what you've said is the lowest price because it's got no inserts. It does, it has all of them. You saw me open it up in front of you, and the seal tag was still on the edge that he then had to break to open it up to see that everything was inside. Like, why would you say, give me the cheapest one? It's like, you're not really giving me the best service. And I say, and even then steelbook, I've got your details and everything, but this £6 steelbook that is damaged to hell, I'm only going to tell you there's one bit of damage, and you cannot even hold it. I can just show you the front cover and say that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I've been Cy for Sigma Screen Time. This is a payday pickup and a little bit of a rant. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have you had any issues with CX, which I'm sure a lot of people have? Please let me know them down in the comments below. Maybe this is a talk about CX in a future videos. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next one.